name's Jason Georgianna. I'm here at Art of War MMA and Fitness.
He's down on me. I'm gonna do my simple escape here. I'm gonna extend him out, but I'm gonna sort of tilt sideways, and I'm just gonna get this one out. I'm gonna leave my right butterfly hook in, and then I'm gonna switch at the same time I'm switching my hand grip. First, I wanna do a really simple thing that happens when they don't let you clear the arm. And then we're gonna go into a little more detail about a back take from here and some things we can do. Because back takes are generally easier with my butterfly hook in than from full prison guard, okay? So I'm here like this. Often what you're gonna find too is as I start to do this pressure, whether it be from full guard or butterfly guard, Emiri will float his weight to the right and not let me, right? So he knows what I'm trying to do. He knows I'm trying to clear this arm, right? Like we're gonna do in a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, right? But obviously if they know that, they're gonna fight you, right? So one thing that happens quite often from here is as you're going to do this, he's leaning to the right. What I can now do is I can switch to just like a little simple butterfly sweep. He's leaning that way, right? Because he doesn't want me to go. So I'll turn on my side. I will do like a scissor motion. The other thing I like is to just cup that because it blocks his arm. Right, and now we're right in here in mount position. Escape. I tilt him. I switch my grip and one foot comes out. I'm trying to raise that up. He doesn't let me, but see how he's pushing to his right. This is the reaction your partner should give you, right? Otherwise I wouldn't do the sweep. So now I just go with it. I chop, I'm blocking, and I'm lifting. I really didn't have my shoulder deep into Emiri's armpit, right? Because this is what's giving me the power to get by that arm and then be able to come up and take the back, which is what we're gonna do now. Okay, so if I'm really shallow like this, like look, I'm way out here, he's gonna pull out almost every time, right? Which if I had full guard, there would be other shit I could do. But from this position, I really want to keep it really tight. Okay, so my shoulder's in his armpit. Now, in this case, I'm successful in clearing the arm, right? I did everything right. I have enough pressure here. As I turn onto my right hip, I raise this up and I look away. Now, this is what's important. This hand's gonna grab his collar, this hand's gonna grab the lat. Just like when we were doing the flower sweep on Monday, right? But now look, because my right butterfly hook, you can see my hook's still in there. Now that hook is just gonna become my leg right on the other leg, right? As I pull myself up, I will usually plank right there initially, right? That little thigh plank. That's the first easiest thing to grab. What I'm gonna do now is, even though there are other things you can do, you can even stay here and ride this. I'm gonna swivel right over to the foot, or right over to the toes. Right, now I'm going to be able to pull him into our truck position. Okay, as we know, right, there's ways that you can attack this leg, right? We've done that before, but he knows that, right? So quite often they're going to be straightening that. The twister usually happens when he starts hand fighting here, because he's wanting to like peel my hands off. When he's going like that, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to lotus my legs. Okay, so this is the key details to making so they don't get away right away. So see how I'm spreading my knees out? That's like this, like the lotus stretch in yoga, right? This is much more effective. If you try to hold people like this, they're gonna just use this foot, they're gonna untangle my foot. Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. It's gonna be very hard to hold the lockdown. This, on the other hand, this is very controlling, so when you lotus your legs. Boom, I got my own butterfly hook. I clear it, I get up, stand really tight, right? I get up. I go overhand grip. Maybe I back roll, maybe I front roll, who knows, right? I get him over to here, lock that down tight. He grabs my hand. I go here, boom. And I want you to really get those knees as close to the floor as you can, right? It should feel very tight. I'm not gonna be here for long, okay? If they're dead set on turning away from me, a lot of times I can come up and then I can go right to my choke. Keep that in the back of your mind. If you get him to this lotus position and I get him here and he's more worried about like turning away from me, I can always just follow him right back up and I can choke him too. So we're gonna do the twister though. So now in this case, as soon as I'm able to, I'm just gonna move this behind my head. Okay, so I managed to get here. I'm just putting it behind my head and looking in. Now is when the harder parts come, because now my goal is to get this hand around the back of Emiri's head, right? But I'm sort of facing this way. This leg position is really good for holding people here. It's difficult to finish though, unless you're like a contortionist, right? I mean, I'm not. So now my next step is I'm gonna bring that back like that. If I can get that around, now what I'll do is I'll switch to like triangling my legs. I can just pull right here like this, right? So I'm here like this. Sometimes you'll even do it in this order. I'll grab the shoulder first, and then I'll come around, right? Oftentimes I feel a little more secure getting that hand around, and then turning. I may not even need to grab the shoulder. So I'm gonna switch from the lotus. As soon as I get here, I'm still in the lotus grip, okay? Like I said, some people like to grab the shoulder first, and then now I've gotta like let go of this and reach around. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Another way is to just keep my left hand on it, reach around. Once I've achieved this, now I'll switch to my triangle. See how this makes it so my hips are facing into a mirror. So I was here for control. Now I switch because now I'm looking to finish. Okay, there's no one way to finish the twister. If you're a couple of big guys or you're inflexible, right here, they're already like tap, tap, right? Amiri and me, we're a little skinnier. He's pretty flexible. So on Amiri, I might have to go figure 4 grip, right? And I'm gonna be putting my twister like up above his ear, okay? Because if it's down here, see how it's not nearly as persuasive, okay? This is uncomfortable, right? This is more uncomfortable. And then the last level is doing it with this hand. This is now really tight, right? So this will tap many people. This will tap a lot of people. This will tap even more people, okay? So again, you'll just have to, based on the flexibility of your opponent, based on the body types, right? So just remember, when I'm controlling them, I'm lotus. I pass it behind. Once I get that hand behind their head, now I'm switching my legs because I'm turning into them. I want to be able to turn into them, right? This is effective. This is more effective. Top hand, that's really effective, okay? And then just the smallest movement of your hips to finish it. And then one last detail, just remember when we're doing these grips, right? You're gripping up around here, right? If we grip too high, it slides off. If we grip too low, it just doesn't have the leverage to hurt them, okay? And obviously, do this very slowly.